to the side and back. My name is Toki Uzuru, also known as Toki, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the truth about a spiritual awakening. Now, just as a heads up, I don't know if I've actually done a video about this already or if this is my first time talking about it, but I do remember that I did want to make a video that was similar to this. So if I did make a video on it, this is like an updated version of me after I've gone through most of mine. And if I didn't, then all of that was not necessary. But back onto the video. Yeah. Typically, when you hear about a spiritual awakening, you're thinking of a person that, well, at least as far as I know, you're thinking of a person that is sitting down, cross-legged, listening to some sort of calming yoga music, meditating, I'm guessing. They are seemingly in control of their emotions and do not typically lash out at much. However, that is not what a spiritual awakening actually looks like. Allow me to explain. The first thing I want to explain is as much as we use the term spiritual awakening, it's more of a spiritual clearing or a spiritual clarity. You have less fog that is keeping you from understanding absolute truths of the universe. The second one I will point out is that it doesn't always happen around the same time for everyone, and also does not happen the same way for everyone. So as much as these are the things that I've had to deal with, at least most of them, if ever you go through your own spiritual awakening or spiritual clarity moments, it might not look similar to what I'm speaking about in this video. The third thing is, more than likely, you will not be ready for whenever it hits you. There is a small chance that you could see it before it actually does hit you, and you can like lessen the blow by preparing the rest of your life, the rest of your daily routine around it. But even if you're able to see when it's coming, you probably won't be able to tell how long it's going to be there and how long it's going to feel bad before it feels better. Number 4, ugly crying at random. You get to certain truths that either you are trying not to think about or you are just blind to, and whether it's one of those happy tears or sad tear moments, you'll end up ugly crying at random. One of the things that I do is I make sure that all of my timed tasks are done. So if there's anything that I have to do, it can wait until after I've collected my thoughts, after having a good ugly cry. Number 5 is that it forces you to look at the ugly truth, whether you want it to or not. This might show you some of the not so helpful habits that you have created throughout your life up to that point. And you might be able to find other habits that would replace them. Number 6, going through a spiritual awakening or going through spiritual clarity moments will not keep you from making mistakes, and it will not keep you from being a flawed human. The way I see it, humans as a species is flawed, and we will often make mistakes. The best part about it is that we can learn from said mistakes, although some people do not. However, this whole idea of people who've gone through their spiritual awakening won't just lash out emotionally or won't end up making a mistake that might mess up their life a little bit to a lot of it is completely false. But yeah, going through a spiritual awakening will not make you the quote-unquote perfect person. Number 7, you might crave more me time. More time alone to yourself. But one of the things that I have learned overall is that when I have time alone to myself, I can go ahead and think clearly and have all of my thoughts out for me to be able to see them and point out each thought instead of just having them crammed in my mind, because apparently they're too big for me to just have floating in my brain. And a bit more of a positive thing when it comes to spiritual awakenings and spiritual clarity moments is that over time you will start appreciating the little things in life a bit more. Like, part of my spiritual awakening was actually being able to feel emotions. And just like the smallest gesture that I find cute or adore to pieces, or in beautiful in all of its contexts, I will have more, there will be tears in my eyes. Everything truly is beautiful if you look at it through a different lens. And as painful as a spiritual awakening or spiritual clarity moments may be at that moment, once you get through it, you can actually start appreciating a lot more. And gladly, because my brain is done, that is the end of today's video. And I will leave it off with that message. So now we will go into the stereotypical YouTuber outro, where I, as a stereotypical YouTuber, would ask you to do the following. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of whenever I post. And comment down below any type of questions, comments, concerns, or ideas for future videos in the comments section. And with all that being said, my name is Toki Uzuru, also known as Toki, and this is Toki saying Toki out.